Hey everybody, glad to have you back. This is Dax on a Saturday morning here in Atlanta, Georgia. Thanks for coming along. So I don't know when your end of innocence began. For me, it was probably around the age of 11 when I asked Melanie in school on the playground if she liked me, and she said, no, I'm sorry, Dax, I like Billy, and Billy was my best friend. Man, that was tough. Anyway. So yeah, we've all had that end of innocence, so to speak. And, hopefully we keep a lot of that innocence throughout our life. But anyway, this is Don Henley with the end of innocence. And he actually covers it from three different angles. One is parents, the other is politics, and the last one is a personal relationship. So even though I generally am not crazy about sort of political songs that have politics in them, he's very subtle about this one. It's very good writing by him and Bruce Hornsby. Excuse me, got some allergies. So, it's a little bit pessimistic. It's the end of innocence, but it's just a lovely song. It's got Don Henley's classic raspy voice that just has so much emotion in it. I mean, it's one of those voices where if you heard him talking, you'd think, yeah, he's probably not a good singer, but it's just one of those quirky voices that just reaches in and grabs you, and I love that. This song came out in 1989 on the album The End of Innocence, and Bruce Hornsby, I think, co-produced that, or at least this song. I don't know where this was at. I'll try to find out where this performance was, this live performance was. It looks like, considering the way he looks in this picture, it was right around the time that it came out, around 89 or 90. And Bruce Hornsby might actually be playing the piano. Excuse me, my cord got. So it's going to have several instruments in it. And the video quality on this, of course, is just going to be 240p back from the time, so it may be a little bit blurry. But what do you say we just jump into this gorgeously written song and have a listen? Here we go. Recognize that piano sound? That's the Bruce Hornsby sound right there. He had to have written that. I like how soft the guitars are on this. It's just barely, almost sort of mitten playing, It's really nice.
Poisoned by these fairy tales. Lawyers dwell on small details.
I mean, that's just a really, really good line. But happily ever after fails, and we've been poisoned by these fairy tales. Wow, that's good writing.
Since Daddy had to fly, where we can go, still untouched by men. Sit and watch the clouds roll by, the tall grass wave in the wind.
Even though this is a bit of a pessimistic song, The End of Innocence, I love how it has scattered moments like this that are just so freaking lovely. But I know a place where we can go that's still untouched by men. We'll sit and watch the clouds roll by and the tall grass waves in the wind. Man, that's nice.
You can lay your head back on the ground, let your hair fall all around me, offer up your best defense. This is the end. This is the end of the innocence.
Wow, did you see his face just then? Man, he he was feeling that. I think he was thinking about a moment in his life. I know I was. Look at his face here, the way he says this.
End of the innocence.
Wow. Mandolin.
Oh, beautiful, far spacious skies. Now those skies are threatening. They're beating plowshares into swords for this tired old man that we elected king. Armchair warriors often fail, and we've been poisoned by these fairy tales. Lawyers clean up all details since Daddy had to lie. I know a place where we can go, wash away this sin. We'll sit and watch the clouds roll by, and the tall grass wave in the wind. Just lay your head back on the ground, let your hair spill all around me. Offer up your best defense. This is the end. This is the end of the innocence.
Mandolin coming in. Electric piano.
Well, who knows how long this will last? Now we've come so far, so fast.
Almost a cappella. Wow, it really adds a poignancy to it. It's really nice.
Somewhere back there in the dust, that same small town in each of us. I need to remember this. So baby, give me just one kiss. Let me take a long last look before we say goodbye.
Man, let me take one last long look before we say goodbye. God, how many times has that happened to me in my life? And look at the look on his face. Man, he's thinking about something. Man, that's really nice.
Just lay your head back on the ground. Let your hair fall all around me. Offer up your best defense. This is the end. This is the end of the innocence. Oh, na, na.
Thank you.
That is just a simply lovely song with such complexity and confidence. It's the way they used to make music back when music was seriously deep, authentic, and complex. Not anymore, not much anymore. I mean, this is when they made good music. I love the incorporation of several different instruments on. I mean, you got the maracas, and you've got the mandolin, you got the xylophone, the electric piano, a really soft touch on the drums on this, and the gorgeous piano playing. I mean, between the piano and the mandolin, just that easy, soft loveliness of this song, and the song itself is lovely. His voice is lovely. This is such an intense performance. Look at the look on his face. I mean, he was really into this. I mean, when this happens with a genuinely amazing artist, I mean, it just takes it to another level. The way he accentuated the words, the way they went a cappella on this. I mean, I love live performances, especially within 1 or 2 years after the original comes out, and they're not jaded on the song yet. They're still putting new authenticity into the song, and that's what they're doing on this. The lyrics on this is just extraordinary. I mean, just really, I mean, when you put Don Henley with Bruce Hornsby, two great lyricists together, I mean, this is what you get. I mean, they drop phrases in and use them. Phrases that are almost cliche, but they make them sound great. But when happily ever after fails, happily ever after, you know, they're going to be in love, they're getting married, happily ever after. And we've been poisoned by these fairy tales, the end of Innocence. The lawyers dwell on small details, since Daddy had to fly. Wow. Man, how much can you pack into one phrase? One phrase. And then going into the politics, oh, beautiful for spacious skies, but now those skies are threatening. Wow. They're beating plowshares into swords. For this tired old man that we elected king, armchair warriors often fail. So he's talking about Reagan and Oliver North. The irony, of course, in this song and in most political lyrics by songwriters is that it can be switched around and used by the other side. These same words can be used when Republicans there are Democrats in charge, the elected kings, and the armchair warriors. So this song actually, ironically, for Don Henley can be used by his opponents, which in a way makes this song even more magnificent. It's a song that's ubiquitous. It can be used all the time, anywhere, by anybody. And especially with the family breakup, the parents, when Daddy had to fly. And, you know, or if parents are arguing all the time, it's the end of Innocence. And then, of course, the relationship. Lovely, lovely words on that, you know. I need to remember this. So, baby, give me just one kiss. And let me take a long last look before we say goodbye. Just lay your head down on the ground. Let your hair fall all around. Wow. I mean, yeah, this covers it all. I mean, this song just runs the gamut of the end of Innocence, and yet it's so lovely. I'm personally a libertarian, so I don't really get off too much on politics in songs or in artwork or whatever, but this one does it very subtly, and the writing on it is amazing. The background instrumentation is amazing. His voice is amazing. This is one of the great songs of all time. And I'm glad it went to number 1 in 1989. So let me know what y'all think about this. I'll be very curious to hear your comments. So in the meantime, I'll catch you on the backside. Take care of yourselves. Bye now.